This feels weird. God, I felt like I haven't done this in freaking forever. Well, I haven't done it in forever. Let's lower that music down just a tad. There we go. I think that's nice. Put me on. Yeah. Hey, that, and then boom. I think that's working. This is the first time I'm actually ever doing. Oh shit, it is. I did it right. First time that I'm doing both stream simultaneously to TikTok and Twitch, which that's pretty freaking cool. Actually, I can do all my fun little stuff. It's pretty cool. Jeez, that's loud. Ow. Never mind. I'm not going to do that anymore. Sorry. Not going to censor myself. Okay. Why am I streaming? Because of this crap right here. My keyboard's dirty. Let me see if I can fix this here. A little light. There we go. That's what I heard people saying hello, but I think it's the song. Honestly, the song I'm playing. Like, hey, somebody else on stream with me? Okay. Yep, things look good. All right. My shit's dirty. So this is what we're doing today. Plus I'm vibing too, just. All right, but basically what I'm doing is this here. It's dirty, friends. And so also, I need to make sure, because I have my keyboard connected. All right, there we go. Kind of. Okay, I'm back. Okay, don't do that. Don't unplug that ever again. I realize I have a switcher, so I can't touch my freaking keyboard because it's connected, but I digress. Let's make sure. See if I can hear myself. I'm waiting for the stream to catch up to me. Test 1 2. Okay, I fixed my fuck up at least. We getting live. All right, screw it. If I'm just gonna type in random shit, I guess on here, I can just do that. All right, well, so to what I was gonna do before I have another technical difficulty and can't figure out how to freaking get my thing going again. We're just gonna start taking keys off. Shouldn't do this live at all. Maybe I can figure out where that's plugged into. That would probably be the best move. Let's see. I think it's this one. Yes. All right, cool. All right, everything else is still hooked up. We're still good. I can still hear myself. Music's still going. Okay. Now I can take this off without worrying about anything. Except I already lost a freaking key. Where'd that one key go? Really? Seriously, where'd it go? I lost the key already. Don't need this. Thought I had the key. Okay, well, we lost one key. That was fast. Record. Okay, seriously, where did that go? Here it is. All right. Fell behind. Okay. Now I can at least start getting somewhat organized. Jeez, that is nasty. Shoot. I don't know if you can see the crud and crap underneath it. I don't know if I want to zoom in more for you. This is years and years and years of nastiness. Oh, God. That's embarrassing. I think I've had this keyboard for... I don't even know. This isn't that old of a keyboard. I think it's maybe about 3 years, but then I haven't cleaned it in 3 years. So that's a problem. I have a couple other different keyboards though. This is the Corsair 100 MK 100 something or another. I tell you, this thing is a lifesaver though. And so I need to clean off the individual keys as well because they're all dirty and grimy. Maybe I might get like a bowl or something with some soap and things like that. But jeez, you can even see just the outline. Nasty. I had one Corsair keyboard that it's super old. I think it's the K60. It's only one color. It's not RGB. But that keyboard lasts me... It still works. Still works today, but it doesn't have the cool RGB. It doesn't sync with the rest of my computer that you can't see off screen. I did a similar exercise. Probably a good 8 years that I had that old Corsair keyboard that I never cleaned it. And yeah, I want to say this is worse though. Like I don't think my old one was that bad. But I had to scrub the old one. But I do have a scrubber, you know, just in case they're like, see the little of that. So that again, this little tool, oops, great. I'm just gonna go to town. So what's funny though is that I'm not gonna remember where all the keys go, but you know, it's a standard what's they called? A something ASCII keyboard. So I just have to Google it. Probably should have took a picture before I started. That would have been a smart move. But hey, I can just actually look back on stream. Yeah, that's a good idea. I just look back at the stream at the beginning to see all the keys and stuff. Going to town. I'm sure there's probably a quicker tool to be able to get them all out in one, but whatever. I am not a keyboard enthusiast. Well, I don't know. It might be a lie. I might be. What keycaps are you going to put in? I'm not putting in any crazy key. I don't even know what keycaps these are, to be honest. Really, I'm just cleaning it, bro. That's all I'm doing. It's dirty and nasty, and it needs to be cleaned. Although I never thought about that. I could actually take the opportunity to put some new keycaps in. Maybe I might do that. Like I said, I'm not exactly a keyboard enthusiast, even though I do have a couple of, not custom-made keyboards, but, what's the keyboard manufacturer? Keychron? I have a few of those, because I like the heavier style. I'm not sure what keycaps... Not keycaps, I'm sorry. The, what do you call these? I think they're reds. But, yeah, I'm just cleaning off these caps and putting them back in. Because they be dirty. And gross. Ew. I had a cat. God rest his soul. He passed away about 2 years ago, though. But apparently, some of his hairs are still here. If I ever wanted to clone my kitty, I got his hair and DNA. Something therapeutic about pulling out keycaps. Nice sounds. Nice. Yeah. Something therapeutic about just like yanking out keycaps. And I'm making a pretty good timing on them too. I don't know how delayed the stream is either. Might be a little bit more delayed. Feel like I'm in the zone. You always need techno music or some type of robot music when you're working on computers for me. I just feel like I'm in the zone. I don't know how to get these big ones out. Just like that. That's how you get them out. So, we're seeing years of gunk. That's years of, yeah, you want some nasty shit. Years of dead skin cells and all kinds of bullshit on it. And then I'm sure all that crust and, I don't know, looks like Chex Mix, potato chips, some Dr. Pepper in there somewhere. Spilled maybe some cup of coffee. I am a relatively clean person. I'm not saying that I'm nasty, even though this keyboard says differently. This is just an accumulation. That's all. You know, like some places that you clean up, you neglect to do. Like you don't go under the couch to, you know, vacuum, or you know, unless you like move the couch to vacuum it. I'm the person that, you know, doesn't move behind the couch. So the second you move behind the couch, all of a sudden you see all the dust bunnies and everything come up. Or like, you know, move a shelf to vacuum underneath the shelf. That's what I, you know, equate this to. You know what I'm saying? I clean my keyboard, the top of it, quite well. But every now and then you got to get a full-on deep clean. You got to pull them caps off to reveal what's underneath. It's kind of like when you pull your couch cushions underneath and you find like, $20 and change because all the stuff just falls between the couches. Except I don't find change. I find crumbs and my cat's hair. but another man's trash is someone's treasure. Not in this case. Nobody wants fucking cat hair and crumbs and shit. Making good progress though. But you can see even my soundboard is dirty too. But it's all just kind of dusty. I can quickly get rid of that, which I will do that as well. But this is the main thing here. Get all them keys. These are interesting because they have function keys now on the side. At least this keyboard does. So I can put macros on them if I wanted to. I have an Elgato, pardon me, Gato, an Elgato Stream Deck, right? Yeah, Stream. I always get like Steam Deck and Stream Deck confused, but I have an Elgato Stream Deck that I hardly ever use. But these macro keys on the side, I can technically use them as that. So if I wanted to change scenes in OBS, or if I wanted to do anything, I mean, you can do that anyways. You can have macros set in OBS to be able to change scenes and do other things. I just happen to have a set of 5 or 6 keys that I can map to a OBS action if I wanted to. I don't really stream enough or really do much online content to do that. Stream at least. I mean, I make YouTube channels and stuff like that. Like, God, this is the first stream I ever done in 2026, and I think the last stream I did was probably in October of 2025. October, November. I think I did one on Thanksgiving. I should do it more. Makes sense, therapeutic. Mostly when I need to actually like do something. You know what I'm saying? I've been building computers and cleaning computers this night or since 90s. I know I feel your pain. I did my keyboard like a couple weeks ago and put new keycaps on it, including it all that. Yeah, I've been building computers for quite a while too. I just turned 43 last week. I got into computers and tech. My day job is I do cybersecurity for fun. Well, it's fun. It's my day job, but I do also it for fun as well. But I got into computer building shit when I was in my early 20s or so. So that's like, for me, what, 20s, early 2000s? Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, I think early 2000s. I love PC building though. I'm actually, my building has extended out to not just PC building, but like setup building. I love making like setups for PCs. Like it's hard to see, but like my main setup here, which isn't anything fancy. I mean, it's good for what it is though, but it's not like anything. I think it's with like 12th gen Intel. Whatever that was, 1700. I can't. My stuff is connected, otherwise I'd look. I think 1700K, something like that. 1700K sounds familiar. And it's a 3080 Ti. I haven't had anything reason to upgrade past the 3000 series cards. I do have a lot of RAM in here though. Apparently, like I'm baller when it comes to RAM because there's 128 gigs of RAM in this DDR4. Because I do a lot of home lab stuff and like a lot of virtual machines. Run a lot of Docker containers off of this too for like work and other like passion projects and things that I have. So I am rich with RAM apparently because of all of our AI lords right now. Okay, we have successfully taken off all the keycaps. Now the fun part of scraping the shit out of this. Pun intended, scraping all the shit off too, because all this is like nasty. I don't want to like scratch it either. There we go. Gross. I wish I should do one of these numbers. It's so nasty. Very similar thing like my last keyboard that I cleaned is that even with like the brush and stuff, I feel like it's actually not even coming off. It's like sticking and all kinds of stuff. But I can tell all of like the little crumbs and stuff though. I'm just gonna scrape this off my desk and then have my robot vacuum pick it up at a later time. My Roomba. There we go. Stick that back into there. Ew. Gross. I even see a more on stink. Good lord. Got a 5800 XT GPU. 5800 XT. Okay. Ryzen. Cool. RX 67 XT with 64 gigs of RAM. DDR4. 3 Monster. Sound Blaster. I like to say. Very cool. Team Red, huh? So I had I want to rebuild a computer and I want to go back to like a Ryzen processor and stuff. I want to get a 9800 or 9850 X3D. It's just RAM prices are so freaking expensive right now, and like I do a lot of stuff with AI and artificial intelligence too. So that's why like I have that much RAM in mine. And my first build before I went Intel, I actually have a 3900X Ryzen processor that I loved. I thought it was really good. It's just that's before they came out with the 3D chips. So Intel was king as far as gaming and single core processing, which I'm a gamer. If you can't tell, all the stuff, the arcade in the background, all the lights and everything like that. Yeah, I do. I am gaming. I say it loud. I'm nerdy and I'm proud. But I want to go back to Team Red. I built my dad, who he got me a lot into PC building, and he's still a gamer. He's 70 and he still games like a mofo. He games more than me. Like, lucky ass is retired and just play games all day. It's the American dream, honestly. But I just recently built him. Well, we built together. A 9950X Ryzen processor. Yeah, I think he has 32 gigs of RAM. We got him a 5080 in there, and yeah, it's balls to the walls, and it runs things really fast and really good. I didn't have any reason to upgrade, so I didn't at the time. But he got in at the most perfect time, because he got in right before all of the big AI boom, with all the increasing pricing in RAM and even storage too. SSD, I think when we built his, we got a 4 terabyte M.2 SSD, which I think we got it for about $230. Could have been a little more, might have been about 300. And it was a Samsung one. I think it was a 990 Evo. And right now, I believe that is over about $400 just for RAM. It's crazy. Pardon me, for the M.2 for storage, which is crazy. Not to mention, like, the RAM alone is like, shoot, I think I saw earlier today, I think when I was looking, 64 gig kit of Corsair was like over $1,000. And I'm all like, what? Like, how in the is that even possible? Now, DDR5, I got 4, but I got 128. It's the first time, I think, in a while that I could possibly like sell my RAM and make a profit of what I paid for it. Because I have 128 gig in this one here. I have a NAS server that I have built out that I do a lot of other home labs and things and stuff with. That has another 128 gigs of DDR4 RAM in there. Because the time when I built it, RAM was cheap. So I thought, screw it. I'm going to deck it out and max out all my RAM slots on the motherboard. Which, the most it can hold, I think, was 128 gigs. And I think the fill out 128 gigs, it was like $200. Now, like even DDR4 would probably get 128, 1,000 easy. It's insane. Insane. Uh-oh. What happened to my stream? Why do I look drunk? I think that worked. I'm still okay there. Oh. Stream froze for a second on my end. My bad. My mom's here, 60 and still playing Nintendo. Oh, dude, I love Nintendo. That's another thing about. So I have, like, I got all the fun toys. I have another computer. I think some not the 5800. It's the 5700X Ryzen. And one of my old GTX 670, and I'm talking old, 670 old, NVIDIA 670 card. And I built Battlesera. Battlesera is a Linux distro, which Linux gamer, maybe you might know what that is. And I host a lot of my old retro games. Because I still love me some classic Nintendo. One of the games series that I missed out on it as a kid was Metroid. And 2025 goal was to play the original Metroid series. And as a 42-year-old man, I played the original Metroid with cheats. I'm not gonna lie, I've looked up maps and everything like that. But I played the original Metroid for the Nintendo, and it was a great game. Like, it's funny, I wished that some of these games I would experience as a kid, even though, as an adult I experienced them pretty much as well, but like I missed out on a lot of games as a kid. I never played the original Zelda, never played the original Metroid, like Final Fantasy and stuff like that, never played. I was kind of like a platformer, Donkey Kong, I played that. I also played like a lot of sports titles, action fighting, Final Fight, Double Dragon, stuff like that. But I never got into like the actual role playing, dungeon mysteries things. Never knew why. Just never kind of get into it. Never got into it until like way later. Yeah, better late than never, right? Yeah, until like way later in life, when I think the first ever role-playing game I ever played was Final Fantasy VII on the original PlayStation 1. Wasn't even mine either. I think a friend let me borrow it. And I remember I played, I remember I got home from school. I remember particularly because I got home from school, got like track practice. I was in track and field sports. Watched whatever's episode of Dragon Ball Z was on, Frieza Saga, with Goku screaming for like the third episode in a row. And after my afternoon Dragon Ball Z watched, did my homework and threw in disc 1 of Final Fantasy that my buddy let me borrow. And I remember I played it for like 4 hours straight. Like, it was so good. And that opened the door of like, oh my God, role-playing games. I've been missing out. And then since then, I've been trying to make up for lost time. So like I bought Zelda at that time. What was it? It was Ocarina of Time. And I bought that. Well, got it for Christmas. And that was one of my favorite, not my favorite Zelda of all time, but like at the time was like one of my favorite games. Have yet to play the original Zelda though. Like played it, yes, but like actually beat it. Because that's on the bucket list to do at some point. Trying to avoid just spritzing directly on the keys. That brush is a little too stiff. Yeah, that's what she said. I think I'm gonna need a little softer brush, which I don't know if I have. A toothbrush would work perfectly, but I think I was too. Alright, I just need to get this super wet, and then I can get the rest of this. It's looking better than what it did. So I don't get all these yet. Cleaning keyboard is time consuming. Yes, very much time consuming. It's a labor of love, though. Like, I'm all about aesthetics. Really, I just need to now just air compress the shit out of it, I think, and then I'll be good. Actually, yes, that's exactly what I'll do. Be right back. All right, let's drink. Oh, TikTok is saying something. What am I saying now? I don't know. I need to clean out the soundboard because I got cat. Yep, I know what you mean. Yeah, my cat lay on my, my cat used to lay on my desk. God bless his soul. Oh, I'm all about the Dr. Pepper, my friend. We're doing cherry tonight. Yeah, I shouldn't spill it. Watch that happen. Like, literally just made, clean out the keyboard and spill Dr. Pepper all over it. That'd be my luck. What was I gonna say? Lost train of thought. TikTok is saying something. Not sure what. There we go. Dr. Pepper has a special place in my heart. I didn't necessarily grew up on it. I kind of did. It was my dad's drink. And then, like, dad only. So because of that, I didn't get a chance to drink it, but I wanted to be like my dad. So, like, I always wanted to have it, but I didn't. They didn't allow me to have it when I was a kid. I don't think they didn't allow me to have it, but I think it was the caffeine. I grew up on Coca-Cola. I'm Mexican, so I grew up. Well, normally Mexicans grow up drinking Pepsi, but my family, they had Coke, and they had caffeine-free Coca-Cola. So I grew up a lot drinking caffeine-free Coke. And then as I got older, I started drinking more Dr. Pepper. But where it started coming from is that it's actually, honestly, it's nostalgia. And it brings back the time of like simpler times of like video games and playing. Me being all of like 6, maybe 5, 4 or 5, something like that. My dad, again, huge gamer. He would be sitting on the couch or on the floor, really, playing ColecoVision, Atari 2600, something like old school type of games. He had a lot of them, or even like what do you call Commodore 64. We're going old school. And me being curious as a kid, I'd always want to go in and like see, hey, what's Pop doing? And I would go in there, and I remember I sat on his lap or something, and he would give me the controller, and I was so young at the time, I didn't have any ambidextrous movements or anything, but I just kind of hold the controller. But every now and then I think I would do a move, and it would be like, what? How do you do that? And then every now and then he would give me a little bit of taste of the forbidden fruit. You know what I'm saying? He would give me a little Dr. Pepper taste. And I only can probably say equivalent as like a father giving his son a beer taste for the first time, even though it's not alcohol, because it's the same, like the same mindset, because it's something that I couldn't have, and he was allowing me to have it, and it became more of like, oh, I want it. Now as I'm older, that's all I drink. Fun fact I had of my Instagram, iRunTech, which is the same as my YouTube channel, I believe. That's what you're watching from. My Instagram, same handle. I think it's iRun_tech. I had a video that went viral. Had like 12 million views on it or something. Or 12.6, 12, might be 12.7 now because it's been a while. Where I mixed Dr. Pepper and rum chata, which is a delicious drink. If you don't drink, there's basically just coconut and Dr. Pepper with a little bit of cream. It's a dirty soda. And for some reason, that went viral. So, even more so, why Dr. Pepper I like that much more is I'm sponsored by Dr. Pepper, so yeah. I had a super fun thing of like cleaning each keycap. Yeah, it was cool when they send me things from time to time. It's hard to see out of frame though, but there's like some Dr. Pepper stuff that was sent. Jeez, that one had chocolate on it. But yeah, I'm a hardcore Dr. Pepper drinker, I guess you could say. Well, I wasn't no drinker necessarily. Fan. I'm a huge Dr. Pepper fan. Like, as much as you would think I drink it, I don't drink that much. My wife buys me things. She makes sure it's waterproof because I spill things on it. Yeah. Oh, yeah, dude. The girl that sang that jingle. Man. I realized that I should just record on the internet all the random songs that I sing. Dr. Pepper, boop, 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 boop. And all of a sudden, make millions of dollars with like the randomness. Good for her, though. Like, she got paid, which insanely happy for her. But what's funny is the sea of storm that caused the influx of influencers posting just all kinds of like jangles and songs and stuff like that. Mr. Pibb, who I think I'm contractually obligated to say they suck, but they ain't that bad. But I think they picked another influencer who made a little jangle about them. And yeah, I think they had some guy, random person on the internet that made Mr. Pibb jingle. I think. Don't quote me on that, but I think. But now that same girl though is she's trying to double up, right? She's making other just videos, and like I think she did one for like Snapple. I don't think people would pick them up though, but like she's trying to call out other studios. Not studios, I'm sorry, manufacturers. Which, hey, get it, get paid. Shit. The other cool thing about that too is the fact that it's an original thing. Like anybody in a mama could have did something like that, probably with AI or artificial intelligence. Who knows? Maybe it is AI, and she just voiced it over. Yeah, whatever works, man. Whatever works. But it's cool to see, and that just makes me like Dr. Pepper that much even more. That the fact that they saw an influencer that did that, or more, I don't even think she was an influencer. Really, it was just some random person that posted stuff on the internet and went a little viral. And because of that, they're like, hey, we like it. We're going to use it. And they ran with it. And it became kind of a social sensation. It worked out for both parties. It made Dr. Pepper look awesome because they, promote young influencers or just influencers in general. And then young lady got paid. Like that didn't happen to me. But like when my viral hit ran, the reason I went viral is because Dr. Pepper shared it. And I remember it hit off pretty good. I think I got 1 million on my own, which is great. Like that's the highest performing video that I ever produced on any type of social media platform. I think prior to that, I had a YouTube video that did like 40,000 views, and another Instagram reel or TikTok video that did maybe 300,000, which is still good, right? But that was the first video that I ever did that went crazy, and it got 1 mil on its own. Dr. Pepper picked it up, they shared it, and then from there it just went quick. I think it got like another 5 million in a day. And then all my the follower count was what really tripped me out, because I think before that went kind of crazy, I had 300 followers on Instagram, and then when a week's time, I had about 80,000. I've dropped since then because I just don't post a lot. Another separate story, but I dropped a couple thousand, about 10,000 or so, and I think I'm roughly anywhere between 67 to 70,000 followers. But yeah, realize I'm not even doing this on camera. It looks so much better though. Actually shining. It's not perfect, but it'll do. Some of these though are really bad. Like I don't even know, like, was I eating chocolate with this stuff? I mean, I do eat at my key. That's probably bad though. Like in front of my keyboard on my work computer. This is where my 9 to 5 is. I work from home primarily. So yeah, I eat here, coffee here, you name it. There we go. At least they're cleaning up nice. I thought, I was like, these are nice keycaps. They're not faded or anything, which I thought some of them would be by now. So that's nice. I would put new keycaps on, but these keycaps are kind of unique because they're kind of tall. So I think any other keycap that I would get, if I don't replace them all, would be kind of awkward at first. Yeah, when I first got this keyboard, it was hard to get used to. I couldn't type very well on it. Some of these are hard to see, though. At first, I kind of thought just like putting these in soap and water and soaked, yeah. After I get off work, I come and game and chill after work. That sounds nice. What are the drawbacks from working from home? But don't get me wrong, there's a lot of like great things about working on it though, but like it's hard to do that transition from like being in an office setting to like coming home and relaxing, you know what I mean? It's like I used to like play a lot of games like I have a really nice setup here that I do. But I have a complete separate setup in my bedroom in there. A lot of time my girlfriend comes over though and she can like work from it. So it's like, you know, it's dual purpose. So if she needs to come into work and do things, she can. But what I do is my regular 9 to 5. I'll go there, work, and then 5 o'clock. Exactly, because I'm home all day. So 5 o'clock, I will literally the transition is going from a bedroom over to here. But it's so hard to kind of transition. I'm just always in work mode. But I am a student of the game, I will say. Like everything that I do, even stuff that I enjoy, the things that I do for work, I enjoy doing outside of work too. Because it has to do a lot with like home lab and everything else. So you could say I take my work home with me, but I'm already home, so. There's a dad joke for you. Does she play games too? She kind of does. She's more old school, though. Like, she'll come around and, like, if I got Mortal Kombat out, and I'm doing maybe some Street Fighter or something like that, she'll come and, you know, basically put a quarter on the table, be like, yeah, I got next type of thing. But she likes games, but just not really a lot of time for it. Same with me. Like, I love games, but like, shit, I don't know. I have time for really much of anything anymore. I try to make time. Have you tried using Proxmox? Yeah. I don't use it daily because instead of using Proxmox, I use Unraid. So instead of using Proxmox to like monitor my home network and stuff, I use Unraid, and that's I host that for my network attached storage type of thing. I think I got like it's a 20 terabyte NAS. Use it running Unraid, and I use that to host my virtual machines and things. I've used a couple of things. I don't think I ever set up Proxmox for anybody though, but I set up FreeNAS for a buddy of mine. I set up multiple Unraid servers for multiple people. Proxmox I never really had to set up. Ooh, this one's dirty. This is the backspace key. That one's gonna need a direct spray. That's how that dirty that one is. There we go. Looking nice, looking nice. Oh geez, I didn't even notice it's scroll locked. That's how dirty it was. Don't exactly know how quick this was. My idea of like throwing it in soapy water might have been quicker. Maybe not though, because then I still have to like dry them off individually. So same. Yeah, I'm a home labber for sure. For show. Home lab for show. Even where I live, they have. Well, the only reason I moved into this apartment is because of Google Fiber. previous relationship I was in, in Orange County, California. Broke up with my then girlfriend, and when I moved out into this apartment, I was trying to look for single bedroom apartments throughout Orange County. And this one I found, not because I liked the floor map. I found out because because of the internet. They had Google Fiber here, and I'm like, okay, cool. Like Google Fiber, sweet. Let me get a one bedroom. Like, would you like to see it first? Like, nah, I'm good. I'll figure it out later. I just want fast internet. Yeah. Glad I ran your stream. Appreciate you. Appreciate the follow. Thank you so much. But I think when the next place that I move in, like me and my current girlfriend, I'm talking about either I'll probably move in with her for a little bit or get or buy some place together, right? Oh, Fresno, cool. So same time zone, yeah. I've been to Fresno before. I did work out there before. Opened up a couple of restaurants out there. That's my other job that I do is travel and set up like networks and things like that for like restaurant concepts and other businesses and things. Like telecommunications type thing. But what I want to do, because right now my current Unraid setup is just my old desktop PC, which is like a overkill Corsair case, but it works, right? I want to get like an actual server rack with blade rack and everything, because I have set up. So I have for my security appliance something called Firewalla. It's like a personal, well, not personal, I'm sorry, consumer branded security appliance firewall. Think of like Cisco Meraki, kind of enterprise solutions, but like dumbed down to be like consumer level. So like I decided to go that route instead of building my own custom firewall, which I forget what they're called. I think Proxmox does do some of it too, but there's an open source, God, it's gonna freaking kill me that I can't remember the name of it. You might know, but it's an open source firewall that you can build. So instead of deciding to do that, I decided just to purchase that. So ideally, what I would like and what I would love is just my own server rack. So I can have a security appliance there. I can have my switch, a couple of server racks. Because I want my network attached storage there, and then a few other things that I run off of my home. God, that's gonna bug the hell out of me. What is that called? Open source. Yeah, brain's not braining tonight. Need to vibe a little bit. Think of it. That's not gonna help. Jeez, what is that called? Damn it. No, pfSense. There you go. Damn it, that was gonna bug me. pfSense. Build my own pfSense box. So I'm watching my cell phone. TikTok. Yeah, I didn't want to build my own pfSense box. I think that might have been like a little extreme. So instead, I bought it, and then like, okay, cool. Yeah, see, my biggest worry now when it comes to security and stuff like that, and especially being like a home labber and things like, because I actually host stuff out of my place. I'm not sure if you do, but I host applications, enterprise websites, and other stuff like that outside of my own home. And I didn't want to be responsible for an open source kind of like managed thing that I need to manage, because especially when I'm like hosting client data out of my own network. And if I forget to like, do a 0-day patch and all of a sudden like remote access is basically available to anybody in the world, I thought, yeah, let's not do that. Let's because it was going to cost as much to actually build a custom box for pfSense as much as it was to buy this already like all-in-one solution that they take control of the updates and stuff like that. So it was like $400 or $500 for the security appliance called Firewalla, and it's really good. It works really well. I get a nice little app that works, little dashboard, constantly gives me updates and things like that integrated on my network, and I love it. So I went to do that one. Yeah. So I took a little bit of the lazy way out, you could say. It's funny. I'm a relatively small creator, especially on YouTube. I'm trying to get YouTube a little bit grown a little more though, but I have the technology of a seasoned professional. You see with the microphone, got the Rodecaster, the cool cameras and ish. I'm definitely built for success. I don't just have all this to have it though. It's just everything here gets used. This is just the first time I actually set up like this camera like this stuff, because I have a couple of DSLR cameras that I use. All right, I only got like 20 more keys to go. How many keys are on I think it's 120 something. Maybe. Well, let's see, 20. I don't think that much. I think I'm way overestimating. I'm a YouTuber and a small streamer. Right on. What do you stream? Oh, I'm dropping keys like a motherfucker. Oh. I need a pile of like clean ones that oh, that's dirty. That's clean. Cool. What games? Any particular one? Back when I used to do it more consistently, because I actually am partnered on Twitch, I believe. Not partnered, but I'm at a point where people can like subscribe to me and I can monetize. I used to play. Well, I still do. I play it today. I just don't stream it. But like League of Legends, Teamfight Tactics was my game, because I can just literally go on there and play 1 or 2 games. Like I should do a lot more retro stuff. I think I started doing more retro things when I stopped doing it as much. Like even today, like the only reason I started streaming today because I wanted to clean my keyboard, and I've been putting it off. And it's hard when you got like a day to day, and plus girlfriend relationships and all that. And it's not that I can't, it's just in my free time I want to spend it with her. But this week I'm actually on vacation. So since I'm on vacation, take the opportunity to do a little bit, stay up a little bit later than normal. Normally, like that's getting ready for bed. Damn it, I keep dropping these. Need to organize these so I don't drop them. I'm just gonna put them over here. Tekken 8, cool. Tekken 8 on PC, or are you console? And then who do you play? Is martial law still a thing? Or law? Is his name Martial Law? I think it's Law. PC, nice. So do you have a arcade stick that you use with it? or just like a regular controller, like Xbox One. I was gonna say Xbox 360, but that's a long time ago. About to sneeze, pardon me. God bless that mute button. I have a 8-bit do or do whatever you want to call it, arcade controller stick. I don't use it for fighting games or anything, which I probably should because it's probably pretty good. But MSI controller and arcade joystick, nice. I use it for Battle Sarah when I'm actually playing arcades. So as you can see, like there's Dragon's Lair in the back there. Or it was. I'm looking at the past stuff on the stream. Almost in. Well, say I am impressed of the multi-stream that I'm currently doing. I think you're watching me on YouTube. Much appreciated, by the way. I am also live streaming on Twitch as well, and also simultaneously on TikTok. And what's really cool is that there's a plugin that allows me to have a vertical stream. So instead of landscape, it's vertical. I feel like I'm blessing my stream, and it works just right off the bat. So I was wondering, every time I watch people stream on TikTok, and it looks like they're doing like other multi-streaming, right? Because I seen people play like a bunch of retro stuff, and I'm always wondering like how are they doing that? Are they, because I think they are multi-streaming to like multiple platforms at the same time, but like are they launching 2 separate instances in OBS, or like how are they doing it? Apparently it's as simple as a plugin that I use Restream to allow to do it just makes it easy for multi-streaming. Now, me being a home labber, I could easily just set up some type of like RTS something, whatever it's called, to be able to set up my own server to multi-stream into multiple platforms. It's just like my computer would stream to that, and then that would multi-stream to different platforms. But again, sometimes I'm lazy. But in order, it's simple to do with TikTok. It's just a plugin that allows. And I'm all like, that's cool. Very simple. Nice. I tried using OBS to do that. Kept crashing on me. I don't know. Works a lot better when I stream to one service platform and then let that distribute my stream across multiple other platforms. One thing that's annoying though is Twitch when you set up your bitrate, because I have like fiber again, so my upload speed and download speeds are incredibly fast. I have 5 gigabit symmetrical up and down. Twitch limits its upstream till I think like 6, which I hate because I have such high quality. I want to stream like in a really high quality because I have a really nice high quality camera and all that, and because of the bit rate that they limit, it looks like shit. I mean, it doesn't look like shit per se, but like to what my standards are, I guess. Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool. I got to get better with Linux. I'm okay. My Linux skills are just enough to get me to be dangerous. I know how to delete stuff. That's about it. I know sudo. Everybody knows sudo, I guess. I know enough just to get me in trouble. That's a lot. I know more than than that, but still, I don't use it as often. I do have a couple Linux boxes though. I have Kali Linux boxes, and then I have one Linux box that's run Home Assistant off of it. Well, I did, because even that, like, I've stopped using virtual machines and I've moved over to like Docker containers that runs directly off Unraid. I guess if you want the closest thing, I use the Linux, which isn't a Linux operating system. It's a Unix, right? Mac OS. I think that's how you pronounce that, right? Or how you say that. Technically correct or whatever. I use the distro that my buddy built. Is based off Arc. Oh, cool. Arc OS. Very nice. Very nice. I've not used that myself. Oh shit! I lied. I do use Linux. Battlesera. That's the Linux. That's the only Linux distro I use. I forget. ArcOS is that to run games off of? No, that's Bazite, right? Yeah, Bazite is to run like games and stuff off Steams. ArcOS. Is that the kind of one that you make look like Windows? Or is it okay, yeah. See, I know my shit. Somewhat. Not confidently, but I will say I got a bit of knowledge. I know there's one Linux distro, I don't remember the name of it, that was really cool. It was like super high in security. Like literally everything that you opened within there opened up in its own isolated environment. And when like, you have the operating system itself, and then if you launch a browser instance, that browser instance was its own isolated session. To where like if you went to like some like naughty sites, or if you went to like some questionable sites and it got infected, it only infected that instance. What the browser is, you can just close it out, the instance is destroyed, you bring up a new browser and it's a new session. Do not remember what that was called, but I'm all like, wow, that's really cool. Like if I ever do which is very rare, but if I ever go to that side of the interwebs, yeah, yep, it would be its own container. Exactly. Which is great for sandboxing environments, doing different testing and things like that. Like some of the stuff that I do. But honestly, what I do, I kind of do that already, but not in that level of detail. I just have a bunch of templates, ISOs, Windows 11 virtual machines that I just spin up when I want to, and then destroy it. Just make another snapshot off of that. That's how I roll. Three more. Whew, this one got some chocolate on it or something. Since the 90s. Wow. What Linux distros did I have since the... Was it just Ubuntu, or what did I have in the 90s? I don't know how... That was I don't know. I don't know how... the history of Linux and how long Ubuntu has been around. And if even was Mac technically based off of Linux back then? I don't know. Like the very first Mac operating system, like the Mac 3 point whatever, or 3.1 or something like that. I don't know if it was. It might have been. I don't know. The last one. Okay. Day is all clean now. How did it look dirty again? Now all the dust and stuff got off, and I just need to freaking... Alright. Make sure I get everything off. Ah! Ow. Now we're really getting in deep. 1993 select. Oh, I got it. There's a couple of hairs deep in there. I just had to get in there. You know. I want to make sure I get all this off. There's still a couple of spots on here. All right, now that is a clean base keyboard. All right. The switches do come out. I think they do. I don't have the right tool for that though. I don't think this pops it out. Well, I do, but yeah, I'm not going as far as taking the switches out. I'm not that OCD. Well, I am, but not tonight. Maybe that's a separate stream. But I will say I don't know if other keyboards are like this at all, but like there's no room for any dirt or grime to get in there. They're so like tight. So yeah, I know, right? Okay, now to figure out, I know some of these keys. I know that's enter. I forget which plus. I think it's enter down here where my head is. Put it a little bit so I can see. There we go. I think that's enter goes down there. I think plus goes on top. Okay. Windows key. Where does Windows key go? I don't know. Spacebar, no goes here. Okay. We're getting places. Escape there. Wait a minute, which one is the actual numbers? This is 0. Oh, that's true. How do I know which one's like 1 and... I think this goes to the number pad. And then I think one that doesn't have a special character. Okay, so that's that one, 2. Yeah, so I think, okay. So my idea is if it doesn't have a symbol next to it, it goes on a numpad. So this goes here. The only time I take my switches out if I put new ones. Yeah, so that's what I'm kind of thinking too. Like, unless I'm putting new switches on, there's no reason to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So I think that's going there. I'm gonna see how long I can do before I need to like actually reference the picture to be all like, I need visual reference. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, no, that goes here. This goes here. Okay, that's what I thought. Stretch characters go on top. Yeah. Oops, sorry. Yeah, I do have a Discord. I should have everything set up as far as my socials and stuff on my channel. Sorry, I can't check right now because my keyboard and everything is all unhooked off. But yeah, I do have a Discord. If you look up Linktree, I Run Tech, it should have a link to my Discord. One of the socials, you can find it. Oh, wait, I'm screwing up. This is the F keys. Shit. That's F9, F not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This, shoot. Yeah, F1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then escape key right there. Backspace key, I know that. I think I'm getting all my, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. That goes there. That's my macro key, so 5 and 6. I should need to organize them. So, okay, that's either special, alt, control, F10. There's my F keys. Alt. Page up, page down. Windows key. Think that. F5. Always put my F keys on. G6. I feel like it's hard to see. There we go. Makes it a little better. Kind of. Actually, it makes me blind now. And it's needed like here. That. It's a magnetic thing, but like nothing's magnet or nothing's metal. I just need it like right there. Good enough. Let's see. That helped actually. Believe it or not. Oh, somebody liked the live. Thank you. Okay, F2, that goes there. I think caps lock. I'll say that's caps, maybe. And then tab should be up top. The shift keys. I think that one should be that. Why are you dirty? I'm fired. Don't know where that one goes, actually. I think this one goes on top. The little backslash thingamabobber. That goes like that. What the heck are like tab? Oh, here's the other shift. Okay, that looks right. Where's tab? Tab. There we go. Hey, appreciate you, man. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the chat. You have yourself a good night. Thanks for the follow, too. Okay. So, we're getting down to the nitty gritties. F12, I think that goes there. I want to see how. I know I'm for sure gonna miss one of these. Print screen. So I know at least if I can get like, which I did, I got tab that, so I can know A, B, or A, D, W, A, S, D. W, A, S, D. That's right, so that's W. Six. I'm doing very well on the number pad. What's this? This WAS. F1. G2. R. That's 4. This is another function key. Oh shit, which one's this? Escape key. Okay. I. G3. Woo, I got all my function keys. What the hell are all the other F keys? There they are. 11, 10, 9. Okay. F7, 6, 6, 7. Hey, oh god, I hate myself. F3. A. Excuse me. F8. Where's the other F key? F10. Or 11. 11. F4. And F6. F6. All right. Let's see. J, A. That's J. I'm going based off of memory. I'm getting bad. I think that's Z, right? Control V. Jeez. All right. I'm gonna have to look it up. I tried. I failed. There we go. I was right though. Okay. Backspace. I don't know. Does plus and minus go there? Yes. Plus, minus. So 0. Nine. Whoops. Oh, my Discord goes so long. Ah, it won't come out now. There we go. 9. 0. 9. I don't think that's a 0. That is not 0. That is O. As in, oh my god. That goes there. Okay. 6, 5, 4. 8. 3. The closey bracket thing. And an open bracket thingy. Pardon me. It's 5. One. Ah. I don't know which control is what though. There's 2 different controls. I guess they're both the same. They both look the same. Just gonna put that one there. That one. There. That's the problem though. I don't know. Yeah, so function there. What? Oh no. There's an alt key that goes there somewhere. I got 2 alt keys. Maybe that just goes that, and then Windows is like that. Alt. That don't look right at all. That don't look right at all. I got to look at the keyboard now. We get the rest of them out first, and then we'll figure out how that goes. There we go. That's the 0 that I was looking for. I think that's the minus. And it goes over there. Two. Q. I. P. All right, now we're getting pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. I think that also goes over there. This should be what that one is. Oh, this is gonna be I think this goes... Nope. Maybe that. 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 No, this is V. That's not... XCV. That's V. Like that. And then there should be another looking one. This one. I don't know if that's right or not. Looks right. It's the only one I see that could possibly be. Unless they're reverse. I think that's right. That looks right. I'm going with it. I am going with it. J. L. Tell you, this is a vibe, man. Whoops. R. T. F. T. Y. H. X, V, B, C, yes, Z, yes, excellent, number 1, awesome, that one there, what about the slash, that goes over there somewhere. Plus and minus goes there. Plus minus equals. That goes there. And this guy. I don't know where that guy goes. I think that guy goes like that. I think that's how they go. Delete. Alright, now the rest of the... Oh, what, this guy? It has to be that one. Yeah. Alright. What time is it? It's only 10:20. Okay, now we get to find... yeah. Now we need to figure out... the actual other keys. I think mine's the K100, I think. Yes. Good lord, that's $280 now? Jeez, I didn't pay that much for it. Holy shit. That's how expensive this thing is? Good lord, I know I didn't pay that much for that. Okay. Control goes there. Windows key. And then Alt. Okay. And on this side, it goes Alt. Function. The little thingamabobber if you don't have a right click. And then Control. Okay. And then now all that's left is that. So that's the dilute. The slash goes there. Is that the minus? Yeah. Minus. Okay. Print screen is on top. Far left. Scroll lock. Page up. Right there. Delete. Okay. There we go. There we go. Insert goes on top of delete. The star goes to the left of that. All right, now I think I'm better now. Pause. What the pause key do? I don't think I ever used the pause key in my life. Scroll lock goes in the middle. Delete. Oh, whoops. That's the wrong delete. Where the hell does that one go? Oh. That goes down there. Page up, page down, home, and this should be the final key, which is the numlock. And now that looks so much more clean. Look at that. Still a little smudgy and stuff there up there, so I would definitely go over that. And then it's like everything else on my desk is still freaking dirty. I would definitely have to vacuum my floors tomorrow. Now it's gonna look so much better. More better. Give it a good once over again. What's that movie? I'm the leprechaun. No, I was kidding. That's aging myself. That's like Chris Farley. No, that's not Chris Farley. What is it? That's Wayne's World. I think Mike Myers did that to not David Spade's character, Dana Carvey. You're like, I'm the leprechaun. Stop it, you're scaring me. I think Wayne's World 2, that's what it was. Alright, this is now clean. Man, look at my phone. There we go. Alrighty. Ooh, it looks better. Okay, now what I want to do though is like, you see this here? This is dirty. And clean that up. Need to clean that up without messing up the stream. Mainly, I just got to remember where I had the setting. You see, look at that. That's just from a little bit. Sorry that blast your ears. You just sound like, what is it? Damn! Forgot I have those. I didn't put those in. What's that? Autos are loud. Damn! Oh, I forgot that's a touchscreen too. Sorry. I'm hitting the buttons. Alrighty. That looks a lot better than what it did. I think I'm a little hot. Yeah. My mic's definitely a little more hotter. When I say hot, I mean it's louder. So I adjusted what you call it. Ooh, it's dirty under there. There we go. Okay. That looks a lot better than what it did when it first jumped on stream. This is, everything's like so dusty that I just need, I guess, something to pick it up or clump it up or whatever. Even that, see, that still looks dirty. I don't know how I just like cleaned it and all of a sudden it looked dirty. Oh well. I think now though I can plug it in. There it is in all its glory. Nice clean keyboard. Take that, unplug that. Now I can actually control shiz. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we did it. We did it. I think that gentleman followed me earlier. I think he was the only homie that was in there, which I appreciate. See how Twitch was doing. Yeah. One person's watching, but I think it's like the Streamlabs or some bullcrap. Ah, it doesn't feel sticky anymore. It feels so nice. Yeah, do I have, I don't know if I have stuff labeled. Yeah, I do. Linktree on here. I do not have Discord on my Linktree. That's my bad. I guess I need to add that for anybody who wants to join. But like, yeah, all my socials are around. Okay, I'm hungry. I think it's time to make a sandwich. All right. Thanks for following along, ladies and gentlemen of the interwebs. For watching me clean my keyboard, for having nothing else better to do on a Thursday night. It's Thursday, right? Yeah. Hope you have a good Friday to the 13th, mañana. And with that, I will catch you all in the next